What up, everybody? I'm Brandon,
And I'm Jalen,
and welcome to the third episode of PCFP.
which again stands for Pop Culture Free Press.
Yes, and thank you all for watching. Thank you all for your comments and sharing and liking and all of that stuff. And we ask you to continue to do so.
Yes, please continue to subscribe, comment, share, repost, and let us get some feedback from you.
Yes.
But without further ado,
Yes.
I'll start it off once again. So my first topic that I want to talk about today is coming from Wisconsin. So President Obama went to LaSalle, Wisconsin, yesterday and gave a speech. And there was a man there by the name of Brian Dutcher. He's 55. He apparently is facing federal charges for threatening the president's life while he was there. So he made threats against Obama, and Obama was introducing a proposal to expand overtime benefits for U.S. workers. And the man threatened his life. He said he was going to take him out. And he also posted on Facebook that if he got a clear shot to the president, he was going to take it. So this man, some type of maniac, man. What are your thoughts on that? Just hearing it off.
He's a terrorist.
Uh-huh.
Anybody who makes a threat like that against the president is a terrorist.
And in the man's own words, he said that killing President Obama was our constitutional duty. Can you believe that?
You know what? It seems like people get crazy when it gets to be summer, but it ain't even that hot outside.
It is not that hot to be that crazy. Now, he's obviously some type of psychopath. I wouldn't be surprised if he was part of a white supremacist group or a neo-Nazi type group, something like that. But yeah, this is just crazy. He's a terrorist, and they're gonna throw him in some deep prison hole, I'm sure.
Yeah, I hope so. But I had a second topic of today with you for y'all, and that is Donald Trump. I know we talked about him a little bit on a previous video, but he amped it up some because he said, we all know this stuff about Mexican people.
Oh.
Well, he said that the best Mexican people don't come to America.
Yeah.
We get the rapists and the criminals, and that's a very racist thing to say.
He said that about all Mexican people that come to America.
Yes, and he's feeling the wrath of his words because Univision, which broadcasts his Miss USA pageant, said they would no longer be doing business with him. Right along with NBC, which does The Apprentice.
Yeah.
And to my knowledge, he's suing both of them.
For a large amount of money.
He's suing Univision for $500 million.
Oh, I didn't know it was that much.
They don't have that.
Yeah.
And he's not gonna win.
Yeah.
You know, Donald Trump is just, I don't think he really wants to be president. I believe he's just one of those people that being rich isn't enough for him. He also wants some degree of fame.
Yeah, I think Donald Trump, he's like, not to quote him to Loki from Marvel, but he's like somebody that just wants to be on, like, he wants people to see him. He wants like the parade and the statues. He wants to be in front of people.
Yeah.
But he doesn't necessarily care about the economy I'm gonna just say,
well, as long as it benefits that 3%, or whatever.
Oh yeah,
wealthy,
like
then he cares.
His ego is so huge, it's ridiculous, honestly. But
yeah, you can't say that kind of stuff about any group of people. That they're rapists and criminals and stuff like that.
Them people were outraged, and I believe her Miss Mexico, she spoke out about Donald Trump and came out with videos and things like that. So they were outraged over that, and rightfully so.
Right, and the people that originally started Univision were Mexican, and they broadcast your beauty pageant. You can't. What did you think they was gonna do? Of course, they pulled out.
He's just not wise. But okay, I'll move on with my next one. So the next one I want to talk about is about the numerous churches in the South that are being set on fire right now. So it's been reported that there have been a total of 8 churches that have been set on fire for various reasons down south in the last 10 days. 8 churches that are predominantly black churches following the Dillon Roof terrorist attack. So this is ranging from North Carolina all the way down to Alabama. Churches, there's been arson incidents. They claimed that there was some electrical fires and lightning might have struck a church once or twice. But the majority of the incidents are arson. So vandals, purposely setting the churches on fire because they're predominantly black. So I just think that, the church is under attack right now. I think black people as a whole in the United States is under pretty heavy pressure right now from a lot of different groups of people. It's trying times right now. Mm-hmm. What do you say about it?
You know what? That is out of control. Mm-hmm. But if you look back at history, it isn't something new. Yeah. And I have a hard time believing that anybody, I don't know, I feel like people just want attention. They just want to do something. How are you alive in 2015 and racist? I don't understand. That doesn't make sense.
And, it's so funny to me, like how people can still be that way. And we're on, the Supreme Court just passed the gay marriage ruling. Mm-hmm. That's one of the hugest decisions in American history. Our culture is so transitioned from that time, yet people's like ideological things are still like with racism. It's so crazy to think about that.
Yeah.
But
well, I guess the good thing is that now, because we are so advanced, hopefully we will be able to catch these people. Mm-hmm. And it seems like, even though it's a big number of them, mm-hmm. it's bad seeds. It's not all white people. It's not all black people.
Yeah, it's just a certain group of people.
And they need to be eradicated.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
But, so you done with yours?
Yeah.
All right, ahead. So my next topic that I'm bringing to the table is this young woman. Well, young woman named Abigail Fisher, mm-hmm. and she graduated from high school in 2008, and she wanted to get into the University of Texas, but she was denied entry.
Oh, this girl.
Yes, her. Well, and she's white, and she is suing once again because she's tried to sue before, because she feels that she was a victim of racial discrimination, and that because of affirmative action, she was not allowed entry.
Wait. She's saying her sole purpose for not entering the college was affirmative action.
Yes, because what she says is she participated in more activities and had a higher GPA than a lot of her minority counterparts or peers, mm-hmm. who were admitted entry. And she feels that, that the affirmative action was the reason. So you can say what you think about it, then I'll say what I think.
Okay, I'll say affirmative action might have played a small role in her not getting in, but not to this magnitude where you can full out sue a university for not getting in. Mm-hmm. I believe that, affirmative action was just put in place to make an equal playing field for minorities to get into universities, because as we know, during the 60s and everything, black people weren't allowed to be in these universities. Mm-hmm. But I think that she just solely wasn't admitted. This was probably her favorite school or whatever, what have you, but they just didn't accept you. No. There's other colleges you can go to.
And, she graduated in 2008, so she's 2 years older than us.
Yeah.
So that means she's been wasting her time.
I was going to say...
I feel like... okay, this is how the University of Texas in Austin does it. Mm-hmm. If you are in the top 10% of your class, you are automatically allowed entry. She was not in that top 10%. Mm. So automatically right there, you can't sue.
Yeah.
Now, what affirmative action means is and it works for everybody, really, not just black. It works for white, Mexican,
That's
black,
the thing
Arabic.
that
It
people
works
don't
for everybody.
understand. That's the thing people don't get.
Exactly. What affirmative action does is they look at everything. Mm-hmm. They look at, did you grow up with one parent or two? They look at your money. They look at what school you went to and what neighborhood it was in. They look at numerous things for affirmative action. Mm-hmm. And she didn't fit the criteria.
Yeah.
Now, she could have went to a smaller school and transferred. They even offered her that option, but she didn't want that. So I just stopped suing.
You know, Abigail, give it up.
It went as far as the Supreme Court. They sent it back to federal court, and it's being discussed there now. And it looks like they're going to keep the same judgment. So you just wasted 7-8 years of your life for nothing.
Definitely. By this time, she could have a master's, maybe even a PhD, in 7 or 8 years trying to get this case to go through.
Yeah.
But that's shameful. Yeah, I just can't believe people sometimes. Mm-hmm. But did you have another one? I want to save mine for the finale.
All right. So in Colorado, there's this police officer named Mark Magnus. Now, in case you haven't seen the video, I'm gonna put it in the link below. Mm-hmm. And it's brutal. I'll warn y'all now. Him and another police officer have someone handcuffed. So they're helpless. They can't do anything. They throw him in a room and start beating literally the hell out of this man. Mm-hmm. Now, they know they have video cameras in their chest.
Oh, yeah. I seen this one on the news.
They know they have them, but it didn't stop this man. And the guy they were beating was actually white. And, he was charged with this, and he already has pled guilty. And actually, in 2009, he was charged with a misdemeanor for the same thing, and he had to pay a $517 fine. But I think one thing this goes to show you is that nobody, whether you're white, black, Mexican, it doesn't matter.
Exactly.
Now, minorities may be more targeted, but really, nobody is safe against
police brutality.
Right, from these rogue officers. Mm-hmm. Once again, it's not all of them, but these police officers who feel entitled, feel that they can do whatever they want to, nobody is safe from them. Right. And it's sad. So what do you think?
And honestly, I respect police officers. I do, because they put their lives on the line every day. In different situations, we always call on them. But it's just, I think people want to say they're good cops and bad cops, but at the same time, when these incidents do occur, there are many cops that will sit there and just be on standby. They don't stop these officers from committing the crimes and brutalizing citizens. So it's honestly almost like you're just as bad as the cop that's doing it. So I just think that, there needs to be an eradication of many officers, especially since it's been such a highlight in America the last couple of years with all these cases.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I feel like they fought hard to get those cameras put in police officer chests. Now we have them. Mm-hmm. So let's use the video to get rid of these rogue officers.
Right. But, okay, yeah, we might talk about that one next week, too. It's a lot of videos with police brutality out nowadays. But
and it's not just black people anymore.
Yeah, it's not.
Like, nobody is safe.
Yeah. Hide your kids.
Exactly. Like, I want to go buy a gun.
At this point.
Okay,
so the one that I wanted to save for last. So this is about Bobbi Kristina Houston. If you don't know, that's Whitney Houston's daughter. Whitney Houston passed away February 11th, 2012. So her daughter had an incident in January where she overdosed on drugs, and she's been hospitalized ever since January. So right now, allegedly a family member snuck a photo of Bobbi Kristina on her deathbed at an Atlanta hospice. So she's basically, her condition is deteriorating. Her family is around her, and she's getting ready to pass on. And this photo that the family member took is being shopped to outlets like TMZ, all those tabloid shops for money. Her own family member is trying to make money off of her being on her deathbed. and it's shameful, really. What are your thoughts on it before I speak?
Who does that for money?
Seriously,
like I don't understand.
And the thing is, TMZ didn't even accept it. And you know how bad TMZ is with accepting, undercover things from athletes, celebrities type of thing. TMZ even turned this down.
Right, and they had the Michael Jackson picture of him in the hospital after he had died. They had the casket Whitney Houston picture.
Right.
So they'll accept anything.
Right.
Wow.
And this is just like the lowest of the low here. And they said that the picture is already garnishing interest up to even $10,000 already, and it just came out in the past 2 days here. So I think this is just the lowest of low, even for just random people that would happen to be there. But this is coming from an extended family member. Like, how could you do this to somebody that's getting ready to pass on? Yeah. Obviously, the family has been grieving from Whitney Houston still. That was just 3 years ago. Right. And now her daughter. So
yeah, and obviously she was still grieving. I mean, and it's sad that she ended up kind of the same way in the bathtub.
Yeah, it's very crazy. Sad. But yeah, I believe that's all that we have for you guys this week. Yes. So please, again, like, comment, share, and subscribe.
Yes. Give us topics to talk about. Tell us what you want to see. If you want to see something different, let us know that. And thank y'all for watching.
This has been Pop Culture Free Press.
PCFP.
See you guys later.